Hello, I'm Father George Salzman of the Harvard Catholic Chaplaincy. I have the luck to be in St. Paul's Church here at Bow and Arrow Streets. I believe St. Augustine's in the window behind me. I hope he's not making faces, but it's a delight to be here with you. Welcome. This is the month of All Souls, November, and I wanted to point out one of the most poignant instances of a son and mother, and that is St. Augustine and his dear mother, St. Monica. St. Augustine's Confessions is arguably the greatest of autobiographies in history, and the most poignant scene in it, I think, is the scene of his mother's death. Monica had followed him to Rome, and then all the way to Milan, the scene of his conversion, and then following him down to Ostia, where they were going to catch a ship to go back to Africa, back home. They were there, and in Ostia they had that famous conversation, looking out and thinking about the lot of the saints in light, speaking of what heaven would be like, most moving thing. But then Monica takes sick and she's deathly ill, and Augustine, loyal son, tried to reassure her that she'll be getting better and then they'll be going home. Monica had always expressed the fear that she might die far from home, not be able to be buried with her husband. That was very near her heart. And so Augustine, loyal son, says, surely you'll be better and we'll be able to go home to Africa. And she sets that aside and she says, no, the one thing I really needed in life was to know that you would become a faithful Catholic Christian at long last, and that God has granted me. My wishes are taken care of. My needs are met. And so she said then instead, wherever you are, remember me at the altar of the Lord. Remember me at the altar of the Lord. That's what we do all year long in church, and what we do in particular in November, the month of All Souls. And particularly so here at St. Paul's, Thursday, November 18th of November, Thursday, at 5 p.m. we're going to have the famed Foray Requiem. We're not simply going to have it as a performance by our choir school, we're going to have it as an actual Mass. So we're going to celebrate it, we're going to pray it before God, for all those who've gone before us, for all our alumni and alumnae, for all the members of your family, for your parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, and all those whom you love who've gone before you, those who've gone before us. We'll do that together. It's a special place, St. Paul's, as a parish, unique, isn't it, with its own hymnal, and it's also unique in it has its own choir school, and it also has the Harvard Catholic Center. And sort of representative of that, at 4 o'clock, we're going to have 2 lectures about the Foray Requiem. 4 o'clock, Thursday, the 18th of November, by James Kennerly, our choir director, and then by Thomas Kelly, of the music department of Harvard College, beloved professor there. And so they're going to speak at 4 o'clock here, also in St. Paul's Church. Then at 5 o'clock, we'll have the Requiem. Camille Saint-Saëns said that there's only one Ave Verum Corpus in the world. That's the one by Mozart. And then he said there's only one Pie Jesu in the world, and that's the one by Gabriel Fauré. We'll be celebrating that and praying that before God, and putting all our hopes in God for all those whom we've